Okay, we're going to have cash with letter C, cash part 2. We're going to talk briefly about down payments. Now, I'm going back and forth and blending. Most of the borrowers that I deal with are first-time buyers. Most categories of first-time buyers are only going to use FHA financing due to the cash-strapped consumers that are typically first-time buyers. Now, why are they cash-strapped? Well, the general rule is on an FHA loan, it is only required to have a 3.5% down payment. So a 3.5% down payment is a standard FHA down payment. Whether you get the FHA loan in California, New Mexico, Texas, Oregon, Washington, 3.5% is the minimum down payment. Now, can you put more down? Absolutely. But the minimum down payment on an FHA loan is 3.5%. Now, just remember, small down payment equals a larger loan amount size. Now, traditionally, conventional loans were offered at 5% down payments, 10% down payments, 15 and 20% down payments, and all the way up. A conventional loan traditionally was a Fannie Mae Freddie Mac loan program. It was an insured program that allowed down payments as little as 5% down, so it was very competitive with an FHA loan. Both FHA and conventional loans have mortgage insurance, which we'll talk about later. But the point I'm trying to make is, due to the market and the industry as a whole, the minimum down payment that a conventional loan is going to have on a standard California property, and I'm going to take an example of a high balance market such as San Diego, which is where I'm from. The minimum down payment range is going to be closer to a 10% down payment. Now, there is an exception to every rule. There are some programs that go 5% down, but for this example, I'm going to say the minimum down payment on a conventional loan is going to be 10%. Okay? FHA is 3.5%. So the difference between the two, basically, as you can see, is 6.5%. So that is a sizable difference when it comes to the cash that the borrower has to come up with. Typically speaking, first-time buyers have minimum down payments. Obviously, there is an advantage with an FHA loan being a smaller down payment versus a conventional loan, which is 10%. So when you're looking at shopping for a loan, know that if you're going to go conventional, look at your down payment options. Most lenders will explain if they have anything less than a 10% down program. Most of them will just offer a 10% down program. And as we talk later down the road, I'll explain the difference between the two programs, FHA and conventional, regarding their mortgage insurance programs. So, in this example, cash, meaning assets, also applies to down payment money. Under the FHA and conventional guidelines, FHA says 100% of your cash can be gift money. So that means your down payment can be gift money. Under a conventional loan program, the borrower and lender must prove that the borrower came up with 5% of their own funds for that down payment to receive the minimum down payment of 10%. So of the 10% down, we need a 5% down payment coming from the borrower's own funds without gift money. So as you can see, the restrictions on conventional are a little bit stricter, a little bit tougher. But here's a caveat. As you go higher up, a 15% down, once I'm dealing with a client who has, if I have a client that has a 10% down or greater loan program, and they're generally looking at around a $400,000 sales price category, I'm typically going to advise a conventional loan. Now, when you're dealing with a client who's got 10 to 15% down, always ask where is the source of funds coming from, and is it in the borrower's bank account or asset account right now? Very important to disclose, and very important to inform where your down payment's coming from. Now, here is the catch. A borrower can get a 20% down payment gifted to them on a conventional loan, and as long as it is a 20% down payment of the sales price, 100% of that down payment can be gift money. That 5% down rule is excluded when the down payment is at a 20% down gift. So just to let you know, a 20% down payment on a conventional loan is allowing 100% gift. And the same rules apply. You have to fill out the gift letter and give it to the lender. The money is exchanged at the transaction time at the close of escrow. So just a quick note on the cash. We're talking about down payment comparisons. FHA is 3.5%. Conventional is 10% down. If the conventional down payment is greater than 10%, such as a 20% down payment, the 5% minimum requirement is exempt under a conventional guideline. I hope that made sense to you, and we'll move on to the next letter, C, standing for credit.